All right, so in this section, we'll be talking about building common views, right? So what are the common views you can think of? The various chart types, the bar chart, line charts, scatter plot, you know, tree maps. There are a lot of them, right? And I'll be building that here. So starting with the bar chart, all right? And the bar chart is one of the most common visualizations, right? Especially when we are trying to visualize categorical data. All right. So over here in Tableau, we just have a look uh, and see how we can build that. Okay. So we've connected to the sample superstore data. All right. So let's drag in the category field to the columns. All right. As you can see, we now have three headers, right? So for the furniture, office supplies, and technology, right? And what we are aiming to get here is to compare in this use case now, we are trying to see which of these categories performed better. Okay, so is it the furniture in response to sales? Okay, so since we have the three headers, we want to measure them by sales. So it will bring our sales measure to the rows. Now we can see by the length of the bars, right? We can tell which category is the highest. All right. So if I just move this to the side a little bit, I will drag this so we can see this better. Uh, it's now obvious now that technology is the category with the most sales, with the highest sales. All right. It's best practice that we can sort these in descending order. So if I go right here to this icon, I would say it says sorted descending order. If I click on that, it's now being sorted with the highest coming first. All right. So with this, you can remove some of the distractions here. But before that, let's just give it a nice title. Title for this will be, let's say, sales by category. That will be our title. Then we can remove this header that says category by right click, clicking on it. And we can remove this header that says category by right clicking on it and clicking on hide fit labels. All right, and since we already know that we are looking at sales, there's no need to repeat such a label again. So I'm going to right click, edit as is, then I'm just going to clear this off. Then we can close this. I hope that is simple for you to replicate on your own side as well. All right, so next we'll be looking at the line chart. All right, so if I go to sheet 2, all right, so line chart. So in what use case would you need a line chart really? All right, so I think the best case scenario you need in line chart is if you're looking to uh, do a time series analysis, you are trying to see the trends over time and see how your sales, for instance, progressed over time. All right, so which period did you have the highest sales and which was your lowest? And you want to check for consistency as well. All right, so in that case, let's see. I think a good example for us to use as well, if you look into your source or sample data as well, you realize we have a field called the order date. All right. So let's drag our order date to the columns. And as you can see here, we get some headers. So 2021 to 2024, we have the headers, just like we had the headers for our categories, the technology, furniture, and the office supplies. All right. So, but in this case, we are not interested in looking at the headers. We want the assets instead. And we are getting headers because, as you can see here, the field we've got here is in blue. And blue, what does blue mean? Blue means that it's a discrete field. All right. In this case, we don't want to see a discrete. We want to see uh, the continuous field. All right. So, in order to change that, I'm going to right click and just click on continuous. And as you can see, what we have now is now being spread out. All right. We now have an axis instead of a header. All right. So let's drag our sales to the columns as well. All right. As we can see now, we now have our sales from 2021 to 2024. However, we are interested in looking at the monthly sales across the years we have. So if I right click, and you can see here that it's in two groups. All right. So we have the year, the first group of um, period that we have here. You can see we have year, quarter, month, day, and more. Then we have like a repetition year, quarter, month, week, number, day, and more. However, you see that there is a tiny line dividing the two here. So the one you have, the first group you have at the top here, it's a discrete. While the second group you have here is a continuous, it means continuous, all right? So we are interested in looking at this. And you will really see the difference if you look at the preview you have here. All right, so for the month which we are interested in, you see that this is showing just May. So for a discrete feed, it's going to like group them. So if you have May 2021, May 2022, May 2023, May 2024, a discrete in the way it works is going to group them in a single bucket. So May 2021, May 2022, May 2023 is just going to be grouped as May. Right? But for a continuous, it's going to like spread them out. So you're going to have May 2021 as a single data point, May 2022 as another single data point. And yeah, so I'm going to click on the one for continuous. Now we can see it's being spread out March 2021. You can see April 2021. So it's being spread out, and that's what we need. All right, so we have now successfully built a line chart looking at the, sales over time from 2021 January up to December 2024. All right, if we had gone with the discrete, there are times maybe depending on your analysis, you might want to go for a discrete instead, right? If we did that, let's right click and just duplicate and see how that differs from this. So if I go to the month and I change this, so one thing that would help you immediately spot if a feed is discrete or if it's continuous is the color, all right? So for a continuous feed, you will always have them in green, all right? But for a discrete, if I click on discrete right here, it will show up in blue, as you can see, all right? All right, so if we select right now, if we select the discrete month here, you would now see that we don't have it split. We just have March, April, May, June, up to December. So you don't have anything telling you this is December 2021, December 2022. We just have all been bucketed in one single month. All right, and it's doing the aggregation across all those years in a single month and giving us as December. So December now is showing a value of 330 to 18, and that's an aggregation of the several years from 2021 to 2024 December, all in the same bucket called December. All right, so that's how a discrete works. So depending on your use case or your business scenario, it's you would decide which one works for you. All right, I hope you now feel more confident in building a bar chart and a continuous line chart and a discrete line chart as well.